Good evening, one and all. This is your VibeMistress Stephanie Renee, joined by my co-hostess with the mostess, Shareese,
Hey, hey,
and we
hey.
are here for tonight's edition of I Heard That. And as those of you who are our regulars know, we have been yielding to your suggestions, very excited to be able to incorporate some of your ideas. And on our last episode, when we were deep in the bag of the funk, you all were in the comment section saying the next place we should go is house music. And
Yep.
so Shareese and I, we had thought about, putting it off a little bit, but we got some other plans for you in February. So we thought, let's keep it funky. Let's keep it rhythmic for the month of January. And so
Yeah.
we jumped right into this suggestion. And tonight is subtitled House Music All Life Long, because that is how we are doing it for you tonight. And
Yes.
Shareese, this is really, in a lot of ways, this is your bag because
I
you love
promise.
house music.
I love me some house music. Like I said in my post on Facebook, I was well, my formal introduction to house music happened on the campus of the University of Pennsylvania. See, y'all don't think if you didn't go to an HBCU that you don't get culture, because trust me, we got it. And house music for me began at Penn. And ever since then, it's been like, a part of me. Now, every summer, well, spring and summer, you will find me and a whole bunch of other people on any given Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at somebody's park or parking lot in the Essex County, New Jersey area. We dancing all day from about 12 to about 10. And all that happens in between is a whole bunch of dancing, a whole bunch of sweating, a whole bunch of spiritual. I mean, you feel it in your soul.
So that is, I would like to start tonight's program by expressing that whole idea of spirituality that Shareese just shared with you all. So at Penn, for young folks who were in this, rigorous academic environment, the parties at Bodeck and at the Castle, which is one of the fraternities on campus. It was not a like pledge fraternity, not that I'm aware of. More like the a social organization. White frats do things a little differently, and so they were notorious for having these parties with the walls sweating and
Literally.
just all kinds of craziness. But that's how we let our hair down. That's how we worked out the stress of being in the Ivy League and being Black on that campus and all those things. So you could be Black and brown and everything in between and love the rhythm of house music and just use that as a way to vent all those other things that were going on around you. So I want to thank T. Alford. I want to thank Sean Jody Diaz and so many other DJs that were headlining these parties at Penn and at Temple, where folks got together, and this was how we sweated out all that, aggression or everything else that was going on in our lives. And so what we have for you tonight, now, some of you know that because you all were hanging with us tough in the comment section, we had added an additional song each to our repertoire. But because house music songs are a bit extended, we didn't want to, assume your time tonight. So we're back down to 3 picks apiece
for
this evening. But we're going to jam together in those 6 songs. Believe that. And so I now turn over the floor to Shareese to help introduce or tee up her first song.
First of all, I want to say it was super hard to find 3 songs. 4 would have been hard too, but as normal, 3 songs is hard for me. But it was particularly difficult to find songs that were standalone songs, because when you're at a house festival, you're listening to a DJ, a lot of times the songs are mixed. You hear a part of a song and they mix it in with something else, so you don't really hear like the whole song. And sometimes if you hear the whole song, you're like, what? That's not. So it was a little bit difficult to choose songs that I could play or that I could feature in their entirety so that you could still get the feel of this was a house song. But what I was trying to do this evening was to give like a range of house. Like, there are definitely a whole bunch of sub genres of house music. And for me, I wanted to do a few, three different representations of house music. The first one is like there's some DJs that specialize in this, and if they start playing it, you're not going to see me getting off the floor. I'm going to be on the floor. Even if I am dead tired, I'm not leaving the floor. So, and that would be the Afro beats or Afro house. When they start, and there are a couple of DJs that specialize. I'm gonna, off the top of my head, try to pull out Jahad Muhammad does a lot of Afro beats in from New Jersey. We have very legendary DJs here. Omar Abdallah does house beats. DJ Punch does house. Afro beats. I'm sorry. Naeem Johnson does it too. We have a lot of DJs that when they get into that pocket of Afro beats, they just go all the way in, and you could be, on a cloud. So, but this song here, I first heard this song, I first recognized the song randomly. Somebody had a video of this little boy dancing at a like a dance off, or how they do that.
That's why I knew I had heard this song before. It was one of the world b-boy competitions.
Yes. And so I saw this video first, and I didn't recognize the song at all, or I didn't know anything about it. And so, but when I heard, after I heard it, and after I watched the video 1,000 times, then I heard it playing at festivals, and I'm like, oh, that's the song.
You didn't Shazam fast enough. That's how I get all the stuff now. I Shazam it.
I'll be Shazamming, but I have a lot of friends who have husbands and stuff that are DJs that I can ask, but I never asked about this song, because again, especially when it's Afro beats, you don't know you can't tell them what the heck you talking about. What the song, when you can't even do it, because all you got is beats. And I'm not a beatboxer, so I couldn't, but thankfully I found the name. I literally searched on YouTube little boy dancing to Afro beats or something like that. And I found a video, and you got to scour through the comments to find somebody who knows the song, and that's what happened. And I was very happy. Nice. So this song is by the artist is Sam One, and the name of it is called, I don't know how to pronounce it properly. Kitale? Okay, Kitale. And the artist is Sam One, and you're gonna love it. Get ready. I hope
get ready, y'all.
Baby powder on the flow. Get ready. Afro
Let's do it. Listen here. That is the way we start the program, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, that listen.
There was a lot of chair dancing going on behind the scenes, y'all, just so you know.
I had to get up out the chair. If y'all sat down through that entire song, I don't know how you did it. I can't. I had to get up. Oh my God. Now
that right there is good stuff.
Now imagine hearing that song played with hundreds of people around you and everybody dancing. Oh my, the energy is crazy. And that's why you can't sit down.
So for those of you who are casual house music enthusiasts, when I mentioned in the invitation, when we post the reminders about the show coming on, about your bottled water and your baby powder, and Shareese made the reference to baby powder earlier as well. In the clubs, and see, a lot of people can't even conceptualize this because in like R&B and hip hop clubs, there's nothing like this, right? No. So in house clubs, when they are doing house sets, when people come to dance, baby powder spread on the floor allows you to get that extra glide in your step. Yeah. So for those of you who are students of the culture, tap dancers used to spread sand on the floor so they could get a particular sound between their shoes. So baby powder is the same thing. Now you can overdo it with baby powder and bust your ass. I'm not recommending that. I
ain't seen nobody do it though. I haven't seen anybody do it, but it's possible because you do, like you said, you get a glide. Mm-hmm. But yes, that is a staple at any house, any club, at least up here. Well, apparently anywhere where they were playing house, even in the parks, they create dance floors on the grass, and there'll be baby powder on those dance floors too. Like that.
It's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. Now listen, your cousin and your twin, they acting up. But yeah, so that djembe, that's why they called it the talking drum, because it was speaking to your spirit in that moment.
Always.
So
look up that video on YouTube. I'm not even going to give you a spoiler as to how severely this little boy killed the dancing to this song. You're gonna love it. I don't remember. I looked up little boy dancing to Afro house on YouTube, and I found it. And you'll know when you see it. His name is Willis, and he's actually I saw a couple of other videos of him dancing. Ridiculous how good he is, but that's just what it is sometimes.
When the children get the rhythm early, it is something extra special. But I'm so glad that you selected that particular song, because my counterpart to your song is by a woman. Now, see, here I got to take my moment. Here's my editorial moment, y'all.
Yes.
Philadelphia raised me up, right? I'm originally from DC, but Philadelphia raised me up into an adult and into my creative self. And Philly gets overlooked for just about everything when it comes to being distinguished from other major cities that are up and down the Eastern Seaboard, right? Philly is an hour south of New York. It's an hour and a half north of DC. And so when it comes to talking about certain things in the arts, unless you're talking about classics from the sound of Philadelphia, people don't consider Philly for hardly anything. And it's a shame.
It's crazy.
Because Philly has had a lot of deep roots into the music that has made its way onto the house floor. And this first lady that I am sharing with you tonight, the same way that Shareese told you to look up, little boy dancing to Afro beats, I'm going to tell you to look up South African man jamming to house. I'm sure that there's going to be a reference.
Oh, yes.
Because I saw this video and I got to give you some context before you see it so you really understand what you're seeing. It was the last song of the night at a South African club, and most South African clubs are indoor outdoor, right? And so the lights were on, which is what confused a lot of people. So the lights were on because it was the last song of the night, and this brother was back up against the wall with a beer in his hand. And this woman's music was playing, and when I say he knew every breath, everything to this song, he was getting his whole ass life.
Yes,
with the lights on, up against the wall with a beer in his hand at the end of the night.
Right.
And that is how universal and beautiful the house music community is. South Africa, so I found out from DJ Spinner, is the largest global market for house music outside of the United States.
Really?
So the idea that you could see this South African man jamming to the music of a woman from Philly who has toured there, but the whole idea that that's what bonds us, that's what brings us together is so special. So I could not do this show without showing some love to Lady Alma. And if anybody knows any Lady Alma song, you should know the one that I'm going to play for you right now. It was produced by the British group For Hero. And this one is an official certified house music classic.
Yes,
it's called Hold It Down.
To force that shit on me. Now all some do is want, not thankful for what they've got, with an attitude that's fit for hell to rot. Who's gonna take the weight? Destination seems ill fate. They're clocking, time's ticking. You're late, you're late. Ooh, hold it down, 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 hold it down. Hold it down, 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 hold it down. You hold it down, got to hold it down.
I heard that. Welcome back to tonight's edition of I Heard That, where we are showing much, much love to house music. It's house music all lifelong, not just the night, because we want you all to look for these artists, support this music after we sign off for the evening. And so, that was my first shout out to Philly for the evening and all that beautiful excellence and the combined talents. See, that's the thing, right? That the global nature of house music allows people from all across the globe to, through the power of electronics, and then ideally when you're touring and performing live, to be able to go all over the place and share in this culture, which I think is a really, really beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
And so, speaking of London producers and the music that we listen to at Penn in particularly, right? That got us out on the dance floor. That is one of the reasons why I love your next selection, because it combines so many people that I love musically with all my heart.
Yes. Well, this song here is so this artist as a solo artist, she released some songs, that was hot,
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
First of all, she can blow. That's first of all. Now, you had all house artists, vocalists don't have to be able to blow, because as you can see, you couldn't even tell. Now, Lady Alma can blow, but in that song there, it's not necessarily highlighted. Her blowiness, her blowicity is not highlighted on that song. However, she has other. Like I mentioned in the comments, Let It Fall. You can hear her blowing on that. So you don't necessarily have to be able to blow to be a house artist. You get your groove or whatever. Now this lady here, she can blow. That's first of all. We know her way more strong. We know we have more knowledge of her from in the 80s/90s, I guess, with her British band called Soul to Soul. And so we know her voice from songs like Keep On Moving and Back to Life, However Do You Want Me, Remember that, y'all, when they used to mix it, when they
so on and so forth.
Okay, bring that acapella, the bridge and acapella, and then drop that beat. Remember that, y'all? Okay, I know y'all remember that. So she also came out with, with her own stuff, and but this song here, it became a house. Like when you go to house festivals, this another song that depending on who the DJ is, you may hear just one piece of the song and that's it, but you may hear it for a while mixed with some other stuff, or you may hear the verses of the song. But the whole song itself is fire. Why? Because this vocalist here, Miss Karen Wheeler, is no joke. So this song was the one that I gave to you, Stephanie, features Jazzy B from Soul to Soul as well. We know his voice too, because he was always talking, and he was talking on this song. So it's a great song. And I don't know if Hanif is in here, but this is one of his favorite songs too. And he's the one that sent me the whole song, whereas I was most familiar with the breakdown that I would hear mixed by the DJs most of the time. I'm like, oh, this is the song. This is the
song. And I gotta just jump in and say that I was happy that you picked this, because I have the original mix of this song. Right. I didn't have the remix that we're gonna hear this evening.
Yes. And that's why it's so long, because they put everything in this one. And I was glad I got it too, But yeah. So this song is Karen Wheeler's A New Day. And it's fire. Everybody in here who's been to a house festival, you're familiar with it. You may not know the name of it. You may not know who the vocalist is, because she might have tricked you and made you think she was Chaka Khan for a minute. But that's okay. It's Karen Wheeler, A New Day.
Let's do it.
journey of self, a manifestation of life's divine purpose, an infinity production of harmony. 28 is where the great resonate love, where angels speak their message through 28 souls on record, 28 blessings. Breathe in balance, guidance, positivity. Give life and journey through our melody. Close your eyes, awaken the dream, self-belief, value and integrity. Open your eyes, feel the beat of 28 hearts, 28 parts of the world inside of you, marching
I heard that.
Y'all all right? Y'all all right out there? Because as Tashawana said, the comments stopped rolling for a good minute.
I'm hoping that people got up away from their computers or whatever device they're watching us on, and they were busting a move.
I hope so. Y'all all right? Please check back in the comment section before we send people to your house. Okay.
Woohoo! All right, so we cannot acknowledge Jazzy B and Karen Wheeler without giving love to Louis Vega, the producer.
How did I not mention little Louis Vega as a producer of that song? You know,
one half of the production duo Masters at Work.
Yes, ma'am.
Him and Kenny Dope. And you know, listen. I didn't know. I did not know and there, of course, you know, they back in the early days of Masters at Work, they had some songs that we have done a guilty pleasure show.
Yes.
And one involves abuse. the theme of one of these songs, and we used to jam to it on the dance floor. Yes, every weekend, basically. Mm-hmm. But I had no idea. Like now that I'm older and have been around this scene for a minute, I now have a totally different appreciation for Masters at Work being some of the foundational pioneers of house music and all these rhythms and songs and artists that I have grown to know and love.
Yes.
And, so that's a big
Louis
deal.
Vega. I just want to shout him out again because he headlined the House Music Festival in Linden. It wasn't even the summer; it was like October. It was a little bit chilly that day. But guess what? We was there. We was dancing for hours. So yes, Louis Vega is a permanent fixture in the house community. He has produced a lot of artists, and that's that song that it could definitely be on, you know, one of my guilty pleasure songs. You know,
yes,
we always concerned a sport
implement. Yes. people who know.
Y'all know.
We're not gonna encourage that kind of language.
But the song is a guilty pleasure.
It is.
Know. And you dancing to it, sing like, ooh, I don't know about
no, I should not I should not be stomping this hard.
Right.
I again, I always appreciate your selections because it takes me on a journey, and then I always make sure that my songs complement yours.
Yes.
And so this one is for all of you who go, Steph, you give so much love to everybody else, all these other artists, but you do this stuff too. And so since we are doing a house show, I could not offer my commentary without jumping into the pool myself. And so you all need to know. And it still goes back to Penn, because my freshman year, the Deltas did a Black History Month show at the dorm where Shareese and I lived, the Du Bois College House.
Yes, ma'am.
And one of my hallmates invited this high school senior to come play keyboard. And I watched him play, and I was like, he's how old? Where did y'all find this dude? And we started talking after the program. We became fast friends. And now Damon Bennett, I refer to as my musical husband.
And so Dizzy Fingers.
Yes, Mr. Dizzy Fingers is he has been along with me on every step of my professional musical journey, and he is largely responsible for me doing stuff that I never, ever, ever thought I would or intended to do. And house music is one of those things. And when he met a producer named Chris Foreman and formed this production company called Steel Vibe, they were working on instrumental tracks. And Damon called me up and he goes, "How you feel about house?" And I was like, "What do you mean how I feel about house?" I was like, I learned about house basically when I met you. And he goes, "I got some stuff I need you to write to." And originally I was only going to write the songs, but anybody who knows me knows that if I write it, I'm going to sing it. And so that has now driven me on I cannot believe I'm about to say 18-year journey with the brothers of Steel Vibe.
Yes.
And Winter Music Conference, for those of you who are familiar, Winter Music Conference was the place annually where during spring break in Miami, people from all around the world would gather to debut new music and to just party for 5 straight days, like the world was coming to an end. And we, in 2005, we were the beneficiaries of striking a deal with a German label called Little Angel Records, where we released our first full-length project as the Steel Vibe family. That project was called Creations. And so this is not my first single with Steel Vibe, but this is the first song that let me think, you know what, Steph, you might actually be able to do this. Yeah. And so it has been quite the ride. It has been quite the journey. So from the album Creations, this is yours truly, singing lead on a song that I wrote, and the production is by Steel Vibe. It is called Can't Steal My Joy.
Yes.
troubles. Here comes another one. But that cross is never heavier than we can bear. Look that purpose in his eyes and tell him you ain't going nowhere. You got it, undeniable light shining from the soul. I know misery loves company when I don't have time for that negativity trying to creep into my peace of mind. You can't steal my joy, my joy. You can't steal it. Got a permanent spot in my heart down deep inside. Can't you tell it? You can't steal my joy. You can't only have it if I'm giving it away. Won't let you steal it. No, no, no. It's a valuable commodity. Don't ever go on sale because I need it. My joy, joy, joy. You can only have it if I'm giving it away. Won't let you steal it. No, 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 no. It's a valuable commodity. Don't ever go on sale because I need it. I need it. My joy, 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 joy. Misery loves company when I don't have time for that negativity trying to creep into my peace of mind. I said no, 'cause you can't steal my joy, my joy, talk my joy, my joy. No, no, you can't steal it. Got a permanent spot in my heart down deep inside, down deep inside. My misery loves company when I don't have time for that negativity trying to creep into my peace of mind. No, 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 you can't steal my joy, my joy, my joy. Steal my joy. You can't steal it. Got a permanent spot in my heart down deep inside. All right, you can't steal my joy. Joy, I got it my own peace. My faith, without it my head. All around my life is a blessing and you ain't still a sunset. Joy, I got it my own peace. Understanding my gotta have it my faith, without it my head. And all around my life is a blessing and you ain't still a sunset. Joy, I got it my own peace. Understanding my having my faith, without it my head. And all around my life is a blessing and you ain't still a sunset. Joy, my joy. You can't only have it if I'm you can't steal it. Let you steal it. No, no, no. It's a valuable commodity. Don't ever go on sale. My joy, joy, joy. You can't only have it if I'm you can't steal it. Let you steal it. No, 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 no. It's a valuable commodity. Don't ever go on sale. My joy, I need it. My joy, 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 joy. I heard that.
So now I'm all embarrassed. But yeah, so yeah. So I'm older than I look. But
Whoa.
I tell you, and I won't say that David dragged me kicking and screaming in the house music, but I am extremely blessed to have been able to find another genre, a creative outlet for doing something that I've loved to do since
Listen,
I
your
could talk.
voice is well suited for it, and you already know. Okay.
Well, thank you. I mean, I so part of the reason why that song in particular, I'm telling y'all a little bit of all my business right now.
A little bit.
Anybody who has known me for a long time knows that my relationship with my former stepmother was traumatic.
Yeah.
And so that song was my therapy. That song was my way, because I wrote that song because of her. And so whenever I hear it now, I'm able to sort of claim the victory over that, because when I tell y'all I meant every single syllable of that song, I meant it.
I believe,
and that's why I love it. When I hear it now, that's what I hear. I hear me snatching my life back.
That's right.
And so I hope that it blessed y'all too.
Yo, let me tell you something. I just want to brag on my friend a little bit, okay? This house ain't the only genre that Stephanie do. She do the spoken word. She do the music, the writing, and the arranging and the producing and all that stuff. I sang background with her. She's a headliner. She's a staple. If you did not know, a staple in the entertainment arena, particularly in Philly, but we're talking worldwide. Trust and believe. So when I said in the comments that my friends are dope, I mean it.
Thank you, honey.
I got good folks around me. Let me tell you,
you do.
But great. I got great people around me, and this lady right here ain't no joke.
Well, one of the reasons why I love you, and Shareese and I have been world travelers together, on top of being on stages. Absolutely. But Shareese also shows so much love to the people that she appreciates. So whether we are talking about her close friends, people she meets on the street that she sees wearing a beautiful outfit and she just wants to give them props for that, or hearing people whose music she loves, and when she has access, she does not waste the opportunity to let people know in real time how much she appreciates them. And that's how I know that she now has a friendship with the artist who sings her final selection of the year.
Yes, ma'am. So this was another case of one of those songs that the breakdown is what I heard first, mixed by a few DJs, particularly Naeem Johnson. He was playing it a lot, this breakdown. And one day I was like, oh, what is that song that you play? You know, the song that goes like this, and you got to sing the song. It's never the same. It never sounds the same as what you heard, but that's okay. But so he emailed me the song, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to know more about this song. I need to hear the whole song. And so I don't know when that was. Now I lost a year or two with the pandemic, so I don't know when it was. Probably 2019. I found the artist. I found her, and I started looking up her stuff. The song that I became obsessed with was coming out on her album, her CD that she was creating or producing, what have you. And just as a FYI, she's under Honeycomb Music and produced by Josh Milan, who you may know. Well, if you dig a little deep, if you remember the group Blaze, that was the group that he was in. But but so she has this song called For Me, and when she released it, she was selling the CDs. I forget what show. I literally was stalking this woman. I thank God I ain't go to jail, but I found her. And so when I ordered my CD from her, she like saw where I needed to be shipped, and she was coming through Newark Penn Station, and she's like, do you want to come and pick it up? Yeah, I want to come pick it up. Yeah. And so I went and picked up. I bought 2 CDs just because I have a problem with buying one of anything, and because I want to support. And I don't want to buy one of anything if I'm trying to support you and get your numbers wherever you need to be. I want to do my little piece to help. So I met her down Penn Station. She was coming through here for some other engagement, and we took a picture together. And when I posted it, I said, she's now my BFF. And so if you see her on one of my posts commenting, or me on one of her posts commenting, you'll see us, hey BFF, love you BFF. She is so down to earth, so accessible, like somebody that's got this kind of talent. That, and I keep telling y'all, I got my circle is dope. Okay. And that's why I keep adding to it. And thank God that I'm open to that, because this lady here, Dawn Tallman, who is out of Connecticut, but she is a staple in I picked one song of hers, but if you get her album Called For Me, you will be playing the whole thing back from front to back. She's no joke. The queen of gospel energy, Dawn Tallman. This song here has me in tears when if I'm like just playing it while I'm driving and I'm not minding my business. She catch me at the end of this song, and I just, I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna have to pull over. It's just when I say that house music really touches you at your soul level. People think that only happens with gospel music. It does happen to me with certain gospel songs when I believe it, when I believe the what's being said. And in this song, I believe everything this woman said. So when she gets to that end, oh, believe me, I'll be jumping up and down at whatever festival. I'm getting up. So that's why I picked this song. Dawn is my favorite house artist right now, and she has been for a while for all those reasons, besides the fact that she can blow and she is sincere in what she sings about, and she is very accessible, a very sweet woman. She lost her mom recently. Sending my condolences to you again, Dawn, if you're watching. And this song here is all about you choosing to be happy. That's it. The song is called For Me, Dawn Tallman.
Some people live their lives in a masquerade, never knowing who they're gonna be from day to day. But I've known since I was a girl that I am a queen. Behind a door, with every step that I choose to take, that's who I'm gonna be. Can be who you want to. For me, I choose to be happy. You can be who you want to. For me, I choose to be happy. Yeah. Everybody, be yourself. There's only one you. Your heart will know everywhere it goes if you're not being true. I believe that happiness resides in your heart. A higher love does exist and will always be a part of my life. Who you want I heard that.
Yes, BFF. Yes, BFF.
So let me tell y'all. All right. So, we are always encouraging you to support everybody's catalog, right? So before Shareese had this, kind of connection with Dawn Tallman, I'm trying to remember how I heard it first. And of course, I'm never going to remember. But I know I was at somebody's party, at somebody's club or whatever, and they played her single, You Are Why. So we talk about spiritual house, right? So
Yes.
that song basically says that, Lord, you are the reason why all of this is possible.
Yes.
And listen,
too.
y'all know I joke that I'm a heathen, right?
Yes.
I have not been a churchgoer for a long time. That is not that song though. That
Yes.
song takes me some other, that is a spirit elevation maximus. So I thank you for showing Dawn the love that you do.
Yes,
And
that's my
everybody
girl.
else needs to get with the program because her music is wonderful.
If you get a chance to see Dawn live, go see Dawn live because you will get a show. And she sings You Are Why. I don't know if she always did. I feel like she added it. But or she always does. Every time I've seen her, she sings it. But it's worth it wherever she is. I'm thankful that she makes the house festival circuit. Not, at everyone, but I caught her a couple of times this past summer. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Anytime, if she around, I already told her, if you anywhere near me, I'm coming.
That's
You
awesome.
want to hear me singing background from way out there because that's what she does. That's what she does. And like I said, she's a great person. She deserves to be celebrated because of her talent and because of her heart. Like I just did a fashion show in November. How many people house artists gonna help you put on your undergarments? And Dawn was up there helping me get in my stuff.
Yes.
So, that's what I'm talking about. Like we support each other. Now she came to the fashion show to perform. Thankfully, I was not even to see my girl sing, but she literally was helping me out.
But and you look fabulous, girl. Every single picture that you have posted from that fashion show, you looked amazing.
I be trying, but thank you.
we all have our gifts.
That's right.
And that is definitely one of yours. So this whole idea of friendships forged in house is how I'm going to end today's program as well, because at that same Winter Music Conference 2005, I'm telling you, it was life-changing for me, y'all.
Okay.
Is where I met a trumpet player named Kafele from Chicago, and he and I have some next lifetime stuff. But 2 days after I met him, he told me that another one of his friends from Chicago was coming to perform at Winter Music Conference. And, we would hook up and we were going to go support him at his show and the whole thing. And from the time I walked in the door, I was like, me and you are going to be me and you, we never part kind of friends, because that's the kind of energy he had. And he turned to Kafele and he said, I love her. Like, that kind of thing. Yeah. And I hadn't, I was brand new to this game when I was there in 2005. So when I went to his show, I had no idea what I was going to get, because I still at that time wasn't familiar with a lot of these artists.
Right.
And while Kafele and I are sitting there listening to him, supporting him with this live performance, we sat at a table with a family. It was basically a couple and one of their kids from Switzerland who had flown to Winter Music Conference specifically to hear this brother sing. So I need y'all to understand when I say that this is what this global community does. Yes. And when I say that they bought all of us drinks for that show, when they found out that we were there with him, we were family for the rest of that evening. It was amazing.
Awesome.
And since then, I've had the pleasure of singing background for him, of singing songs with him, and watching him continue to bloom in his art. His name is John Pierce. And he is another one who, most I would say just about every artist who is strong in the vocals in house music has some deep background in the church.
Yeah.
And they can take you to church
Yeah.
with the way that they sing and with the way that they write these songs. And so it's my pleasure to share this with you. So the same way that we got that uplifting message from the songs that we've shared with you this evening about loving yourself and understanding where this gift comes from, this song falls right into line with that. This is the Terry Hunter, another famous house producer, the Terry Hunter Power Club mix of John Pierce's I Am.
I am powerful.
Y'all,
I'm tired.
listen here. He said, first of all, we're talking about, anywhere from 112 to usually about 122 beats per minute.
Yeah.
John said, I am a physical, visible manifestation of your love. And he hit that rhythmically, like, whew.
Yeah, man. That was good. I never heard of him before, so that's another one.
It just woo-wee. So I'm so glad to see so many of you in the comment section saying that you need to buy more house music, that you need to be familiar with these artists. So let me give you one particular website. There are more, but let me give you one particular website that is the kind of global storehouse of most of the house music releases, old and new. That is tracksource.com. As a matter of fact, I'm going to type it and then put it up on the screen so you all can see it. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So tracksource.com. Not only do they sell the singles, but a lot of DJs do lists on their website. So if you just want to go exploring, then look for a DJ whose name sounds interesting from a region of the world that you are interested in, whatever, and look at their top 10, top 20, top 100 lists, and then just go exploring. Because everything that they put on their list, TrackSource partners with these DJs. So everything in their list is sold on the site. So you don't have to go digging around trying to find it. You will have it.
Key, because that's the hard part. The hard part, the hardest part is finding out the names of these songs.
Mm-hmm.
You sing these songs all the time and don't know the name or the artist. That's the hardest part. But once if you have a place where you can buy these songs whose information is so hard to gather unless you have some DJ friends, that's excellent to be able to find it and purchase it at the same place.
I'm going to put it back up here because the other thing is, if you are a collector, not only do they sell the digital versions, but if people press vinyl, they also sell the vinyl.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. I'm going to take this down. I'm going to put up another one where you can look up the artist and you can find everything that they have released commercially. So think about people with house music. A lot of people are doing single deals with these small labels that release them, or they're releasing their stuff independently. But if they have properly recorded and registered their music, with the publishing houses and what have you, then Discogs gives you access to every commercial release of that song. So there are songs, particularly for house music, where the original single or the original vinyl might be out of print, but if it was on a compilation, you can also find the information on the compilation and maybe go through the back door and get it that way.
Yeah, Discogs is good for finding very hard to find music in general. Like you can find some stuff that you may think that you wouldn't be able to have, but they'll have it there. So
those are the two sites. And of course, this replay, you might not be able to hear the music on the third-party sites, but if you go to our website, you will be able to watch the show in its entirety and listen to the music as it was intended tomorrow when I get a chance to put it up. So this is the time for me to, for other people, they say the time to pay the bills. This isn't making us any money yet, but it's a lot of fun. That's why we keep doing it. So if you have ideas, tonight was the theme that you all suggested to us and we delivered. I hope you feel that way. And so soul-sanctuary.net is the website. If you have other ideas for things that you want us to do on the show, then email me, VibeMistress@soul-sanctuary.net. And Shareese and I always we put our heads together and we go, yeah, let's do that one now. Or, and if we don't do it next week, that doesn't mean we're not going to get to it.
That's right.
give us some stuff to keep in the can so we can go, yeah, let's come back and do this one now.
Exactly.
That is how we like to operate. Now, I will say that some of y'all were in the comment section saying we should go on Zoom so we can all see each other. Here's the thing, y'all. When we go through these other third-party websites and do all of that stuff, Zoom gets real complicated because trying to have all of y'all on screen at the same time and play the music well,
Yeah.
I love the fact that y'all want to get together, and we know that it's difficult to gather us all together in the same room these days. So maybe we can set up a special event where we do that. But we need to let this live here on StreamYard, where the controls make it easy to do this and we can share the music easily and talk to y'all. But when we want to party together, we'll think of something different.
Yes.
Right. We'll try and work that out, because I would love to be able to see y'all chair dancing and all the other things that, you know, Shareese and I do when the music is on.
For real.
And so this is also my time to remind you that we do this every day, all day on our 24/7 streaming station. So if you're looking to hear all different kinds of music, to be acquainted with artists that you know are not getting love on commercial radio, then tinyurl.com/SoulSyncPHL and SoulSyncPHL2. It's the same stream, just goes through different servers to get it out to the great wide world. So we highly encourage you to tune in and just keep yourself blessed with good music that is not subject to an algorithm by some other party that's trying to basically get you to buy big label music. Right. We love the independent artists. We love the small stuff. And we hope that we are continuing to remind you that they're out there, who they are, so you will support their music. And Shareese, do you have, I was going to say, as you are an official house head, do you have any other kind of closing words you want to share with the people tonight?
I just wanted to say again that it was very hard picking these songs. We have a lot of legends, house music legends in New Jersey whose music I could have chosen. Kenny Bobian being one of them. And Barbara Tucker is another one. Like, there's so many artists whose music we enjoy on a regular basis. And as if you go into this, that the track source or Discogs and whomever and search for these artists, you'll be able to get their music. I have the great fortune of, you know, at any of these festivals, and if I see the DJs walking around, the DJs, I can, you got any flash drives? Used to be CDs, now, you know, we done moved past CDs. And now they're selling flash drives. So, yep. But we have such easy access to it in this area, and so I know that I'm very fortunate to have that. But for those of you who are not so fortunate, I just encourage you to look these DJs up, like the ones that I listed here in New Jersey, and on Facebook. They all of them have a Facebook page. All of them do. And you can find out how to get a hold of their music. You can find out if they have events coming up. A lot of them have standing, you know, parties every Thursday, whatever Thursday, come the summer, you know, come the spring. I'm sorry, spring. We will be out there in these parks again, and so we'll be able to do that. I just want to, you know, let everybody. Oh, and I wasn't even able to get to the Chicago house, you know, that whole arena there, because again, well, you know, I did mention Frankie Knuckles, but
right, I was gonna say you have the New York house of house, and then you have the Chicago style or house of house.
Yes. So, and New Jersey. Yeah, because New Jersey ain't even the same as New York. Like there's just, you know, the legends come out for these house festivals, which I'm glad I'm able to, you know, get myself exposed to the ones that I heard about. Joe Clisell, Timmy Register. These are guys who are like legendary. Yes, that I've had the great fortune of being able to witness do their thing on the stage at these house festivals around here. So when the summertime come, if you want to come up and chill at one of these festivals, let me know, because I can, I can help you to navigate that, which ones you might want to go to, depending on who's playing, depending on where it is, depending on the parking situation, because that's always an adventure. But
Yes.
yeah, I'm here for you. And
Well,
as we always say, I'm sorry, Steph, support these artists as best you can. Support these artists, and as we always say, pass on your love of this good music to all the children in your circle. That's the way that we will preserve the music for the generations to come, and that's how they'll develop their appreciation through your appreciation. We always talk about what was playing in our houses, what we grew up listening to, and even with house, it was introduced to me in a formal way when I was in college. So I was a youngin. I wasn't a kid, but I was a youngin. So we need to continue that. Don't you want to see? My little nieces and nephews, they be dancing to house music, and they know my niece was on here earlier. Ari, she know if something come on and it feel good to me, I'm dancing. I don't care who's watching. I really don't. So, and that's what we need to also instill in our children, to appreciate it to the extent that we don't feel embarrassed to get up and dance or sing or whatever. If you feeling it, go on and feel it. Don't worry about somebody watching you. So this is part of our culture of dancing unabashedly, and and as Steph posts on her Mondays, a joyful dancing. We need to continue that.
Absolutely.
Spirit.
Your cousin Craig asked about DC, and I know that DJs in DC are spinning, but you may have heard we lost one of our house music, our cheerleaders, captains, however you want to think of him. Sam Burns passed away probably a year and a half ago. He was the one in DC who would spin house regularly at a club called Dragonfly. The problem, Craig, is that now that we are in the pandemic, there are a lot of these smaller venues that have not survived. Yeah. And so I will have to do some research. So I'm promising you I will look into it to see who my hometown folks are recommending, who spin house regularly and who do so virtually, so that we can bring that into the loop as well. And I cannot end this show talking about house without giving another shout out to T. Alford, who spins house music regularly on funkypeopleradio.net. So we talk about streaming stations. T leans in on the house. I have it here and there, but T leans in on the house regularly, in addition to spinning. And he also simulcasts a show at my former day job, WURD, on the weekends. So look up funkypeopleradio.net and T-E-E Alfred, short for Terry, and make sure you support him as well, because you could definitely get house music spun regularly from him.
And T. Alfred is from Newark. I just want to let you know that, in case you don't know. T. Alford is
and lives in Virginia now, so he's also that DMV connection for you, Craig.
Yes,
so you can look for it there as well. All right, y'all. This has been fun as usual. February, we can give you a little bit of a preview just to let you know. February, of course, is Black History Month. February, we also have Valentine's Day, so consider that a helpful hint as to some of the things that you will be hearing from us in the next couple of shows that Shareese and I have planned for you. So thank you for hanging out. Let your people know. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure that you are checking us out every other Wednesday here on StreamYard, beaming globally out to you. And we will see y'all real soon.
Look for my post on Facebook.